The topics and opinions expressed on the following show are solely those of the hosts and their guests and not those of W4WN Radio, its employees, or affiliates. We make no recommendations or endorsements for radio show programs, services, or products mentioned on air or on our web. No liability, explicit or implied, shall be extended to W4WN Radio, its employees, or affiliates. Any questions or comments should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for choosing W4WN Radio.
Welcome to my radio and TV show, Debi Changes Lives. I'm Debi, your certified holistic health coach. I revitalize people's lives by helping them identify the root causes of their health and mindset issues and create a custom natural holistic strategy to address them in the areas of mind, body, and soul. As a health coach, I'm not allowed to say that I heal, treat, cure, prevent, or diagnose any diseases. I simply help you reduce symptoms. You'll feel better, be more productive, and enjoy life more. Not many people have released 70 pounds, had a health and mindset transformation, and kept fit and trim for over a decade. I have, and I have staying power. It's actually been over 12 years. I even became a half marathon runner at the age of 51 when I never ran from childhood to adulthood due to foot pain. And I have done 8 half marathons so far. Mindset is the key to lasting change. As a certified holistic health coach, I guide people through many areas of health and mindset. I guide them to clean, toxic-free foods and high-quality essential nutrients. My coaching is for optimizing health, releasing weight efficiently when needed, and enhancing your mindset. You will see and feel the differences in my coaching programs. Ask me about them. Set up a complimentary consultation at Debi Changes Lives. That's DEBICHANGESLIV as in Victory ES.com/Linktree, LINKTREE. And I'll guide you to that better, happier, healthier life with custom natural solutions unique to you in the areas of mind, body, and soul. Now, I am a fan of doing things simply and making life a little bit easier. Oh, we don't need that yet. And while some rush into embracing AI, many entrepreneurs feel hesitant about where it fits in their vision. My guest today is the bridge between the two worlds. As you saw a picture of her earlier, I'm excited to have Wendy Barr, the CEO and founder of Women's Business Link, a global community that supports women entrepreneurs since 2003. With over 20 years of experience of branding, marketing, and growth strategy, Wendy has worked with iconic brands such as MTV, RCA Records, and the Rockefeller Center. Today, she is recognized as a trusted connector and educator and an AI marketing strategist dedicated to helping women build profitable and sustainable businesses with clarity and confidence. So today we'll be discussing how to break down AI marketing for impact. So let's welcome Wendy Barr, the CEO of Women's Business Link. Wendy, welcome to my show.
Thank you. Hi, Debi. Nice to see you.
Yeah, welcome on. And I'm so happy you could be here because everyone can learn something new, right? And
yes,
this is a lot easier for them. So I'm really happy we have this topic today. Okay, for someone that's new to you, Wendy, what does AI marketing for impact mean for entrepreneurs?
Well, it means that rather than being intimidated by AI or finding other uses for it besides recipes and travel guides, you can use AI to really make an impact in your business to gain visibility, connect and collaborate with other business owners, bring in new clients, and present content that really resonates with your ideal client.
And that can be kind of hard to get out of AI sometimes. We'll discuss that a little bit later.
Yeah, it's true.
When you're talking about personal branding and thought leadership, what is one of the easiest ways to start today?
Oh, I'm so happy you asked me that question because the truth is, a lot of people, I see entrepreneurs and I work with entrepreneurs all day, every day. And oftentimes I see that they are out there producing content that they think um, stands out as professional and all buttoned up. And the truth is that people want to do business with people, right? And they want to know that these people that they're doing business with, that their values are in alignment. And so they're really not looking for the buttoned up entrepreneur. They're looking for the authentic entrepreneur. And the best way you can present yourself is to be a thought leader in your industry because you have so many great ideas and you see things differently because you are extraordinary, you are unique. But if you don't share that in your content, you're really missing an opportunity.
I completely agree with you because, all of a sudden they keep on changing the rules. I gotta tell you that much. With
Well, if
social
you've been in
media.
business for a lot of years, that happens.
Yeah, I know, but they keep on changing the rules. So like, oh, you have to have 20-second reels, or you have to be this or that. Oh, you need faceless reels. Oh, and I'm like, but people won't know who I am. Oh, why don't you just do an AI avatar that looks like you? And I'm like, no, that's not who I am. Because I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. Sometimes I say things backwards. I'm kind of like Yoda. So I gotta say, I am me. And the authentic me makes mistakes, and I'm okay with it. And people make mistakes, and they should be okay with it too. So you don't need to be so polished up. You don't need to be so perfect. You don't
Right.
need to
Just be you.
just be you.
Well,
And
the cool thing about being you is that there's only one you, so that you have no competition. But if you're just out there being a health coach, right, the way you think that a health coach should be, or a branding expert because you think that's but not presenting as yourself, then you don't give your ideal client the opportunity to choose you. They're just choosing your business model.
exactly. I want people to feel comfortable with me.
Me
And
too.
that's why I am what I am because, you know, um, people may think they're perfect, but they really aren't. And you always are learning and growing in life, and you can always make yourself better because there's possibilities out there.
Well, the truth is, a lot of people don't present themselves because they think they're not perfect and they believe that they need to be perfect to do these reels or a quick video. Debbie, a few months ago, I did a video and I put it on Instagram. It was about my trash can, about how the lid doesn't work anymore, and about how I called customer service. This video that has nothing to do with women networking or branding or marketing or anything. It was just about my trash can and how I felt about the customer service call. It got about 235,000 views because I was myself and I was really explaining it, and I was reminiscing with my husband in a conversational manner while he was doing the video. Got 230,000 views. Whereas if I did a buttoned up video about brand strategy, yeah, I mean, I have a pretty good following, but I've never gotten that many views. So
That's funny.
I need more trash can videos now.
It's so funny when you said trash can, you started talking about it and how it's a broken top. I started thinking about the Muppets.
I love the Muppets.
and I think the Grouch, whatever his name was, that was in the trash can.
Grouch.
Whatever his name was. But yeah, it started making me think about him. But yeah, I guess I just aged myself. Anyways, but that's wonderful. A simple thing like that. Well, maybe I should do. Well, you know what? My happy runner chests are kind of like that. I get a lot of views on those.
Yeah.
And and
Anything that's real.
yeah, it's real.
I think
Exactly.
that, with the internet and then especially post COVID, I think that prior, like when the internet was early, um, people wanted to do business with legitimate businesses. And if you didn't have like a real buttoned up website and you didn't, have your LinkedIn profile all, buttoned up, people wouldn't do business with you. They wouldn't take you seriously. And I think that it was after, when the internet started becoming more accessible, and then with COVID, people doing business online, that people realized they could just pop the lid and look under the hood to discover who the CEO was really, to figure out who the founder was really and what their values were and what they stood for. And then they chose to do business with that business. And so it's the same with small businesses and entrepreneurs.
Yes, it is. And to tell you the truth, sometimes we are evolving, and there's one website up there that is kind of like what we are, but it's like I'm evolving and it needs to be changed. But we're busy as an entrepreneur. That's not the number one priority for us. And that's something I'll be working on this year. Is one of the things I'll be doing this year. And I like the way that when I'm learning and growing and changing and modifying, I always come up with something better. And people see that growth.
Yeah,
And that's
for
important.
sure.
Yeah.
For sure. But, if you think about it, in this age that we're living in, if you were going to bring on a guest, for example, to your show, but if you didn't know them personally, you would go and you would research them. And the way you would research them is you would look for their Facebook profile and you would look for their LinkedIn profile. And yes, you would look for their website. But me personally, I will scroll through their content to see if they're humanizing their content, if they present as, an authentic, real human being that aligns with me. So now you just don't have the option of keeping, and a lot of people say that to me, Wendy, I'd rather keep my personal life personal. And I'd really rather not divulge certain information about my life. But the truth is that if you're not really willing to do that, then then when they're looking through your Facebook profile, etc., they can't connect with you on a human level. So I'm not saying put your personal business out there. You have to curate it. But yeah, just what's going on in your life? Who are you really? A client of mine, she was telling me how she's an avid golfer and she loves a sport called curling, which I had never heard of.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I know it's an Olympic event, she told me.
Yes, it is.
So I told her that these are the types of things that your community will latch onto and bond with you. But she doesn't post about that. She just posts about her business. And once they've connected with you, then they really want to learn more. That's when they really want to find out about your business. But until you can bring them into your circle of confidence, so to speak, they could take you or leave you.
Yeah, I've done reels on my favorite hobbies, and I did reels on hiking,
Yes.
scuba diving, skiing, you name it, and even posts. I mean, people always know. I mean, I just shared a memory. I loved skiing with my family from 8 years ago. So on Facebook, I've been an avid skier since I was 4 years old. But enough about me. One thing I wanted to talk about is, since we're talking about humanizing ourselves. With our technology these days, some people are just not techie. And how do we use AI without losing our voice, without using our human personality, and really giving it an authentic message from us as us in our heart and well-being?
One thing I can say is, well, I just hired a new assistant and I'm training her right now. So it comes to mind that if you would treat your AI and train your AI the same way you would train your human assistant to recognize nuances and focus on details of who you are as a personal brand. Teach your AI everything there is to know about your business, about your personality. Let your AI know. I would, I would never use that word. I think it was like, come on, trailblazers or something like that. My AI kept saying in my content, and I said, I would never say the word trailblazers. So when I work with my clients, I teach them how to develop all of their brand details in a comprehensive way that they can share with their AI. So if you might be using Google Gemini, you might be using ChatGPT, you might be using whatever is easiest for you to use, Claude. Whatever content generator you've bonded with, you can teach that AI assistant how to speak in your brand voice, your brand tone. You can even teach your AI how to use certain, I call it your love language, how to use your love language inside the content. So while I might not say trailblazers, I might say, I might use some other words that, I often say, what's up, buttercup, for example, or you are, you are magnificent. So I use certain words like magnificent or spectacular or playful. Whenever I share a link, I write something to the effect of clicky, clinky, clicky, clicky, talkie, talkie. And then if I want them to schedule a call with me, it'll say clicky, clicky, talkie, talkie. And that will be my link. So what are those words? And I would have to teach that exact same thing to a human, wouldn't I? If she was writing content for me? Yes. So if you think about it that way, what would you teach your human assistant? Use that information to train your AI.
Yeah. As I heard from somebody, you need to be nice to it. But sometimes, not that I'm pointing out mistakes,
she doesn't care.
I know. It just it keeps on doing it. I'm like, okay. I said, I asked for a written AI prompt, not the actual. Oh, sorry. And so it was, things like that happen. But
it's written. Oh, I'm sorry.
But I also, one time I got in an argument with because it didn't quite understand what I did, and it shut down. I'm like, okay,
that's what you get. No, I'm just kidding.
But I haven't done that. I've done that once, but I think after that, it was early on when AIs were out, really.
Yeah. Oh, well, then that explains, because it was so unreliable, but it's come so far and so fast. And the truth is, it's not going anywhere. Just like computers didn't go anywhere, even though the internet didn't go anywhere, smartphones didn't go anywhere, all the things that we resisted when it came on the scene, AI isn't going anywhere. And here's the thing, it's getting smarter and smarter. It's getting better and better. And so we need to at least be educated. So we need to understand, like if you're a parent and you have kids, they're learning this in school. So knowledge is power. Knowledge is power.
It is, but some of the knowledge is not correct and needs to be verified, especially at the beginning with these tools. And how can I say?
Yeah, but that is knowledge. You see, knowing that the AI hallucinates and knowing that the AI oftentimes makes mistakes and asking for verifiable links, etc. That's knowledge. So that's why it's so important to be able to at least know how to turn it on and know. And you know what else is deep fakes? Because especially in this in this world that we're living in, where we see videos all the time, we're scrolling through Instagram looking at videos. a lot of those videos are AI generated, and it's important that we have the knowledge and the savvy to be able to see, to notice. I mean, I don't care if it's an AI generated video of a dog and a duck. I couldn't care less about that. Still entertaining. I don't care if it's AI generated or if it's really photographed, but when it's a public figure, for example, or it's an actor or actress, or if it's a human being, and it's not a video that was produced by them, because I have some great AI videos that I produced of myself. I'm in charge of the content. But when other people are able to create videos of you in your name, your face, we need to be paying attention, because they're already out there inside of Instagram, inside of TikTok.
And Facebook. I mean, I've seen a lot of things on Dolly Parton, Willie Nelson, and recently, Paul McCartney and Ringo Starr. Oh, they're doing this concert, they're doing that concert. Oh, this tragedy, that tragedy. I'm like, gee, I really don't know what's going on with them, and maybe I shouldn't watch any of it. And that's how I feel about it.
We just have to be educated. That's what I mean by knowledge is power. We have to be able to discern when we're looking and we go, oh, that doesn't sound right. Okay, well, that's probably AI generated. Right now, if you look at the bottom of the Instagram reel or whatever, you'll see something that'll say AI generated. And you'll be able to tell if it's AI, because sometimes I'll say, oh my God, I can't believe that dog went out in the middle of the lake and grabbed a fish from the ice hole. It's like, whoa. And then that was amazing. And then I'll look at the bottom and I'll go, oh, AI. Okay, of course.
Is it at the bottom of the video or in the caption?
It's not in the caption. It's added to the bottom of the video. Yeah, and pretty soon that might not even be there. So we just have to be savvy. We have to be able to notice it.
Yeah. I kind of this killer whale thing was like, really? And that's the first time I saw it. And somebody said, that's not real. And I'm like, oh. Yeah. And that's when I was like, we really can't tell what's really real. And there's a parrot that speaks really well and it gets cross-examined by
I've seen it. But these are just parrots and whales and dogs. Imagine what's going to happen in the election season, for example. And imagine if AI is getting smarter, then what's to stop the AI in the future of creating these videos themselves?
Yeah. Oh, you saw 2001.
I know. Yeah, so all we can do is try to keep up, because you asked me about if you're not techie. All you can do is try to keep up, be discerning, guard your personal information, like don't share with ChatGPT your social security number, your banking information. Don't share if you wouldn't share it on your website, don't share it with ChatGPT.
Exactly. That's that's a no-brainer to me. They don't even really know my birthday either. Unless they look it up somewhere. I don't know. I think I took the year off of Facebook. So but that was a long time ago. But my whole point is it's just that type of thing that people need to pay attention to. Now, one way of communicating, obviously, is social media, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, and Rumble, wherever else you may go. I guess TikTok is an issue at the moment. And it's always an issue. But I never will do TikTok. Where else does networking fit? And how do people make it work in real life? Because we're no longer video.
Well, yeah, networking should be a part of your marketing strategy, both in-person networking and virtual networking, especially in this digital world that we live in. Most of our businesses, yours certainly, Debbie, and I definitely mine, can be done globally on a Zoom call, right? So it makes sense that your reach is global, and it makes sense that you would incorporate virtual networking into your marketing strategy. With the Women's Business Link, we have a global networking event on the third Monday of every single month. And, just today I was looking through the membership and I was like, wow, we have members from Belgium and Canada and Africa and just all over the world, Mexico and Spain. And it's just lovely to be able to connect with these women that are facing challenges, personal and business challenges all over the world, and to be able to inspire them, to learn from them. And so, yes, networking is a critical part of your business growth strategy. So, find something, an in-person networking event that you can. Consistency is key. So you have to keep going. You can't go once and say, well, I went and I didn't find any new clients, so I'm not going back.
Very true. And I've been in different networking groups sometimes for years, but sometimes you just need to make a change too, because maybe they've changed.
Yeah, it has to be the right community for you. It has to be packed full of people that you would consider referral partners, that you would consider prospective clients, that you would consider business besties and mentors. It should be packed with those people. Otherwise, it might not be a good fit for you. I mean, you can network in a knitting club, but is that going to help move your business along?
No.
I'd like to learn how to knit.
Oh, some people knit, some people scrapbook, do different things. But I am a DAR, just to let you know. And the group of ladies are very nice, but they don't really relate to what I do sometimes. So, but I like volunteering and doing things with them every once in a while.
Sure.
And so,
some things are just for your soul. It doesn't always have to be for your business. Some things are just for your soul.
Exactly. And it's so funny. My nieces wanted me to. It was actually my, sister-in-law, and the nieces really wanted, to get this done. And I'm like, okay, I'll get it done. And all of a sudden I get it done. Oh, they're not interested in it anymore. I'm like, okay, all right. If you ever want to, you have a relative that is a DAR. But
well, tell the audience what DAR stands for.
Daughter of the American Revolution. So my lineage goes way back to England, actually, to Alfred the Great. And so I was supposed to be related to one of the founding fathers of, and I may be, but records are lost. Who signed the Declaration of Independence. He's the one that Robert Moore, who financed the revolution. And so, but you know what? It's okay. It didn't really matter to me whether I was related to him or not. I probably am. There's so many Anne or Anna Morrises. It's hard to tell which is which. And when records go through fires and whatever happens, that type of information gets lost. But this one lady was so nice. She had so much due diligence. She found somebody else.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting, right?
Yeah, I really have a feeling when I'm in England, I'm at home, and Wales, like that, I'm at home. It's kind of cold and damp. I don't want to make that my home, but it's a different type of feeling when I go there. And I took my son there, and we visited some sites and things like that. He actually was, and this is getting into, he plays a clarinet beautifully, and he was actually accepted into an international music school one summer and played there.
How fun!
That was a fun year. And so he got to go to Paris, and they went to England. It was the first year that they had the hottest summers of their lifetimes. I didn't know what to do about it. it was quite hot and awkward.
Fun. When I was getting my master's degree in graphic design and marketing, I did a summer in London at Regent's College, and it was really fun. They took us on lots of tours, and I remember we got to watch and see how Mars candy was made. That was really fun to see.
Oh,
Yeah. And so if the candy bar isn't like perfect, it goes in this big pile. Literally, it was on the floor. A big pile of chocolate bars on the floor. I'll never forget thinking, what a waste. Wow. What's going to happen to all of that chocolate? Oh my God, I should have brought a fork. So, yeah. Yeah.
I've been to Europe multiple times in my life. My mom used to take students to Europe, and she would go. My family went to Europe, so I've been to different parts of Europe.
So that's the point, is that networking, it can reach across borders now. Now we can, it's important to take advantage of that. And that's what virtual networking can do for you. It can help you to reach those people that are in other countries. It can help you that also are entrepreneurs or solopreneurs, or that need a health coach or a strategist. And they are out there. And I love what I do for that reason, to meet somebody from Cameroon, because they just happen. We have lots of members from India and the Philippines and Africa. And these are women really trying to make their way in the world. Brilliant, intelligent, educated women that started a business to impact the world.
Yeah. And I've worked with collaborations with I don't know if Alan Stevens is in Australia, so I've worked with him, and we did a collaboration.
Yeah.
So it's always possible to work with people wherever you go, and you can travel to people and see them and work out there as well.
Sure,
So
but most of us can do our business on Zoom.
And we can do most of it on Zoom. So that's what's so great about what happened during that time period, where all we can do is communicate on Zoom and visually, personally.
Yeah.
Now, how can you recommend people do every year, every new year, spending 30 minutes a day? And what should they do to increase their visibility?
Oh, well, if they're trying to increase their visibility, number one is to become a thought leader. That's number one. Sit down and think and write a post. Now, you can share with your AI what you do and how you impact the world, and ask for a few topics, and choose the ones that ring true for you, and then write a post that's a thought leadership post that really shows your stance, your personality, your brilliance, right? Because we didn't start businesses we started businesses because that's where our genius zone was. You have a genius zone in holistic health coaching, right?
Yeah.
Like this is your brilliance. Like I said, I have a master's degree in branding and design. I've worked for iconic brands like MTV. Like, I have a lot of experience that I bring to the table. So talk about it. Talk about what happens when present a case study, somebody that you've worked with. Present a time when you thought differently than the norm, and discuss what it is that makes you different. So thought leadership, for sure. I highly recommend long form posts that are thought leadership types of posts, but not every day. Maybe twice a week, 3 times a week, depending on how much information you're willing to craft. And then,
so a long form post with an image is what you're saying.
Yeah, and typically that image is it might be you just thinking. And yes, post images of you. People love to download stock photos that they think go with this post. And anybody can follow me on Facebook or on LinkedIn, and you will see 1,000 silly photos of Wendy. Yes, and you'll see some pensive, serious ones, but you will see 1,000 silly photos of Wendy because if I'm posting it in my voice, then the photo needs to be of me, and it doesn't need to. And it's not a headshot. Okay, no, it's Wendy out gardening with her giant rim hat, or Wendy at the beach, without makeup on, or Wendy blowing out candles on her birthday, whatever it is, it's got to just start taking natural photos out there. They can be selfies. Ask your friend or your spouse to take photos of you, and don't wait until you're all buttoned up, because those are not the relatable photos. And people tell me this all the time about my social media presence is I always can, like, your photos are so human, Wendy. It's like you're so brave to post some of those photos. And well, what I heard was, I can't believe you posted a photo of yourself without makeup on. But
there's nothing wrong with that.
honestly, I have a girlfriend that recently got a facelift, and she is posting photos of herself online to take people through the journey with her. It's so authentic, it's so real, and I'm so proud of her. So, yes, so a thought leadership post, a photo of you, okay? Yes, don't be too literal, just because you might be using a bridge over troubled water as an example or an idiom or something like that inside of your post. Don't post a picture of a bridge over water. Don't be so literal. Still post you.
Yeah. I got criticized once when I had a real picture of me. I'm like, okay, I'll change that profile picture. It's like, it's not a big deal. And in reality, people need to know you as a person. So
I don't care if people criticize. Just be you. There's only one you. There's no competition if you're you, right?
Exactly.
Anybody can post a picture of a bridge over water. Only you can post a picture of you, right? Skimming rocks on the river. So also make sure that you're posting, like on Monday, post something that's like, that will wake up the algorithm. One expert that I follow calls it a hand raising post, right? So it might be something like, yesterday, or I think it was last week, I posted a photo of a crazy shoe, just a crazy shoe. You probably saw it on my Facebook page. And I said, should I get these for the spring? That was it. Lots of comments. Most people were like, absolutely not. You can post something. I think I posted bowling, yes or no, right? It's just to get people. And the more people that comment on it, that wakes up your algorithm, so that the next day when you post that thought leadership post, more people see it. The platform shows it to more people. Facebook does.
I should do more of that. I don't. I had one post that was like, find the first word or 3 words, in there. And it turned out to be a really popular thing. And some of these people I didn't know, some of the people I did, but it's like all of a sudden I naturally like, well, this is going to happen this year. Da, 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 da. And they go, you don't know me, but that's exactly what's going on. Just by the words that first 3 words that she saw. So
right. And then one last tip. I have to say this, and that is engage with every single person that comments on your post.
And I did.
Every single person. Don't be a hit and run.
And be a little bit more in variety of engaging if you can. So, well, last thing I want to ask you, and we'll have, so we can spend more time at the end in our closing remarks. What is your offer today? for my audience?
Oh, yeah, I have the AI Marketing Activator, super fun guide. There are 10 steps that will kind of help you with some of the things that we discussed today, and probably some things that you didn't even expect to find in there. And it's followed up with a mini course and an email sequence that gives you prompts. There are each of these 10 steps have a prompt guide with them. So you'll be getting tips, you'll be getting prompts and guidance to help you move through, familiarize yourself with AI. And even if you're already an AI pro, if you're already using ChatGPT or whatever it is that you're using, this will help you. I promise you, there are things that you probably hadn't thought about.
And they can scan the QR code or go to Women's Business Link, www.womensbusinesslink.com/AI Activate
Yes.
to get this offer. And then there's some other offers that I told Wendy I was going to help with. Put up here. So you want
Yeah, that's awesome.
let's go to the next image, Rebel. There we go. And that's what. So this is about your networking group. So there's a free ticket offer.
Yes, this is, yeah, you can pop in as a guest. Join us for MAC. We call it MAC, Monday Afternoon Club, and we meet on the third Monday of every month from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pacific time. And you can grab a free ticket, come check it out, see what you think. Connect, see if this is your community. You need to have a community. Whether this one is yours or not, I don't know. But I am always impressed by the women that show up. And we also have an events page on Women's Business Link. So just go to women's, plural, women's with an E, businesslink.com, and you'll see there's an events page so you can see who's speaking each month and what the topic is and all of that good stuff. And then if you'd like to join, I see that Debbie's used, we have an incredible affiliate program because the women that are members, and Debbie is a member, so the women that are members are actively building a community where they want to network. So they're inviting their power partners, they're inviting their collaborators and potential clients and anybody that they think would get a lot out of this group. And so I see Debbie has that up on the screen there. That is her link. So please.
Yeah, there's a QR code, like if you want to scan them, or their bit.ly links, bit.ly WBL free ticket. And that's for the free ticket. If you want to join, is another bit.ly link, bit.ly/WBL join. So now, Wendy,
super
these
fun.
are wonderful offers. I went once and fell in love with the group, and I joined right away. And
that's my goal.
Would you like to be a guest again on my show?
Anytime. I'd love to. My goal is to help women build, grow, and scale profitable businesses, giving them the opportunity to network, giving them the community that they need to network, plus giving them resources and courses and guidance so that they can build profitable businesses.
So I do need to say some things. So please stick around for closing remarks, okay? And hopefully you'll have. So remember, I do revitalize people's lives in many different areas of health and mindset. I start off with the gut and mindset. I do help people with blood sugar, hormone issues, brain and heart, bone and joint, and immunity. I help people that are anxiousness up to athletes, because I do guide you to clean, toxic-free foods and high-quality essential nutrient products and reduce symptoms. You'll feel better, possibly release additional weight like I did, 20 pounds that got to 70. And it's going to make you so happy. It's going to uplift your mood. With my mindset coaching, I help you release that stress, those emotions, the entanglements from the past, as well as I'm there and guiding you and helping you while you are changing your mindset and core beliefs. Your mindset will be enhanced. Now, with my health optimization and weight release, your body will be more efficient. So that's the mind-body solution that makes your heart and soul sing. So ask me about my program, set up a complimentary consultation at Debi Changes Lives. Again, that's DEBICHANGESLIV as in Victory ES.com /Linktree, LINKTREE. And there you get to know me, I get to know you, and I'll guide you to your guide them to your optimal health. It begins with 1 or 2 assessments. The first one is actually a health evaluation, which you can go to the next graphic, where you're going to rate your systems in the last 30 days in 4 categories of health. Some questions are in different categories. Answer them all. You get a baseline score, and I review it with you. And then when you move forward with my services, I create that custom natural holistic strategy for you that will monitor on a monthly basis. I also have 2 different body Zyto scans. I prefer to do the Vizira link. It's a transdermal optical imaging app, and it's actually sent remotely to places like Australia and South Africa. And what I do is I send a link to your phone, you scan your face, it goes through your skin to only look at blood flow for components of energetic, functional, emotional, in different body systems and lifestyles. That emotional one is such a hidden gem. And it shows you biomarkers out of range and products and services that bring it back into range. And I do review it with you. It costs $75. If you move forward with a product or service, I'll give you a $25 credit toward one of them. This is a very accurate product, and you just look up transdermal optical imaging, or TOI, at pubmed.gov for its accuracy. And people are really amazed what the body tells them. Curious, get it done, or ask me questions at my consultation site. And at that site are my programs. I have Take Your Body Back, if you want to go to the next slide, which is a 12-week weight release mindset coaching program where you're going to be using a new version of you. These 12 weeks are virtual, and the first week is always private to you because I do go over those assessments. I'm a certified HIPAA health practitioner. Everything is private. I give you a choice of 3 different programs. One's with a natural approach to the GLP-1 with no injections. I give you directions on what you choose. I also give you instructions how to create that new version of you that will drive you with emotion and passion to achieve your health and weight transformational journey. Whether it's in group or private, we do the last 11 weeks with coaching. We'll be celebrating your wins. I'll be showing you how to use your voice, and I'll get you over gaps with health and mindset tips. You will become a new you. You can ask me questions at my consultation, and I'm more than happy to help you. I'm running out of a little time, but YFAST is something you can do on your own. You can also pay for coaching to do it as well. And so I have smaller coaching programs for that. And you can also have smaller coaching programs for mindset enhancement as well as health optimization too. But usually that's a longer term journey. You save money with the larger program. I can always create a custom program for you. And there's other offers I offer for women that are in perimenopause, postmenopause, and menopause. Hope is for you. It's a complete women's hope system. And it addresses the symptoms that you may have. And the one product that really is really beneficial to me is that probiotic. It really works. And then that natural approach to the GLP-1 is the YGY-GLP system. And it has 3 products in it. And the first one, even though it's called a shot, it's called Elevate. You drink that for 10 days. It's something you drink. And then for the next 20 days, you drink Activate. And then throughout the whole 30 days, you drink a dietary fiber for regulated to push all that stuff out. And it works so much better and cleaner than the medical approach. You ask me questions on my link tree. And I still am doing Debi's coaching chats. And it is an intimate group setting. It's 30 minutes long. A survey picks a topic. It's on Tuesdays at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. And that's at wchangeslives.com/chats. For the podcast audience, just send me an email to ask me about, what the topics are, but you can see this on video. But you learn what my coaching is all about. Finally, learn more about alternative health services, programs, products, offers. You're on the right slide. Articles, blogs, upcoming shows, events, and promos by subscribing to my newsletter, which is debichangeslives.com/radio TV show, all in lowercase. And I give you a gift, a 30-day health and mindset daily action journal where you record your gratitude, thoughts, feelings, emotions, food, water, supplements, and exercise you do on a daily basis. You can track your measurements, and you want to review it on a daily, weekly, monthly basis and see your wins and celebrate them. Find your gaps to work on. If you need help bridging that gap, contact me for coaching. This journal is a great health and mindset awareness tool. I am certain that you found this show educational, eye-opening, and enjoyed it. Reach out to me for my services, products, programs, and offers. Reach out to Wendy for her offer and her wonderful women's business link. Now, networking group. Do we have Wendy time to Wendy come back? Do you have a closing remark?
Oh, thank you so much for having me, Debbie. I really enjoyed myself, and you really have such a wonderful show here and such a fabulous audience. And I appreciate you. Thank you.
Well, thank you. And that was a wonderful conversation. I'm sure we can come up with other things to talk about and
All kinds of other things.
to make their businesses better.
Yes.
So thank you for being my guest. So you can continue enjoying my show on Thursdays at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, where your holistic journey begins.